All right, you saw me catch this possum in a previous video. It's a male possum. I broke his neck. He's not hurt. The meat's not injured in any way. He doesn't have any blood on him, nothing like that. But I'm going to skin this thing out and I'm going to eat it. And my mom used to cook us possum all the time when we was kids. We didn't know any better. We just thought that's what you did. You ate possum and sweet potatoes. So I'm going to try it the way she used to do it. Baked possum and sweet potatoes. Can you believe that? That don't even sound good, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to do it. As a kid growing up, I remember eating possum. All I remember about it was that it was greasy, really greasy. And it wasn't a horrible taste or anything like that, but it was just greasy. And I had an aunt that would eat it. Man, that old grease would run down the corner of her mouth. My dad would do the same, and we would do the same. We didn't know any better. We just thought you ate possum. So I'm going to eat this possum. I'm going to skin him here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that, just a little bit of it. Don't do too much of it because the snowflakes at YouTube don't like it, and they'll demonetize my episode. It's crazy the things they do. But anyways, I'll do a little bit of it, show you how I'm going to skin this thing, and then I'm going to clean it. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to bake it with sweet potato. It's going to be so good. I think it's going to be good. I don't know. If it's not good, I'm going to tell you it's not good. But we'll see what happens. Anyhow, I'll get going here. All right, I'm making a cut around these front legs here. I'll just do that real quick. Just to cut around the front legs. I'm gonna pull that hide off of there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another cut here. I'm gonna do it without cutting that tendon because I want to hang this possum up by some hooks here in a minute. I don't want to cut this tendon. So I'm gonna be real careful about not cutting it. Cut around each leg, simple as that. Again, when I get the back side of that leg, gotta watch for that tendon. I don't want to hit that tendon. If I can help it. Looking good so far. Okay. Now I'm gonna make another cut right through here. From here to the vent, as it's called. All the way to the vent. There you go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on the other side. And then we'll start pulling this hide off here in just a second. I got this possum all cleaned up and ready to go. It's looking pretty good here. I just took it over and skinned him out and didn't show all that, but that's all right. Don't have to show everything. Anyway, that's him all cleaned, all skinned out. I'm fixing to go take him and get him. I'm going to wash him out real good, and we'll get him onto the baking pot here in just a little bit, and that's what you'll see was putting him in the oven, getting him ready. Well, yes, we are here in the kitchen of Mark and Sandy Cross's kitchen here in the Great Ozarks here in Missouri. I am going to cook this possum. Now, you've seen all the pre-stuff, catching the possum and all that. I've actually had this possum in the freezer for almost a month now. It's been frozen. So I froze it out, thawed it out last night, getting it ready. I got it about ready right here, and I'll show you what I got here. Here is that grandiose possum right there. That grandiose possum. Now, all I have done with him, of course, I cleaned him really good. I put garlic, I put onion powder on there. I put some garlic salt and some pepper. That's it, okay? Now, I'm going to put him in this pan right here. You see this pan right here? Instead of using water, which you can use water, I'm going to use beef stock. My mom used to cook these possums all the time, and she didn't have such thing as beef stock. So I'm sure if she had access to it, she would have used it instead of water, just to maybe add a little more flavor to this possum. But I think it's going to be good because my mom's 99 years old. I asked her here a while back how she used to cook possum. She couldn't remember. Why? Because she hasn't cooked a possum for probably, I'm going to say around 40 years she has not cooked a possum. So anyways, I'm just winging it here, trying to remember how she did it the best I can. So what I'm going to do, I am literally going to stick this possum right here in this, I'm going to lay it in this pan right here. I have got sweet potatoes here, big old hunks of sweet potatoes. Now, I did pretty good size hunks of sweet potato because this possum is going to be in the oven for a couple of hours. I'm going to put it in there at 350 degrees for about 2 hours or so. And I want to see how that works out. Of course, you know as well as I do that when you bake something, you can pull it out of the oven, you can check it and see if it's going to be done or not, okay? There's my sweet potatoes all ready to go. What I might do is just put a little bit of salt and pepper on them. Just on top of my sweet potatoes, a little bit of salt and pepper. That might be pretty good, and it'll cook into them sweet potatoes a little bit. Maybe just add a little bit to those sweet potatoes. Now what's going to be really fun about this, as soon as this gets cooked, I get to go pick up my grandkids and they get to help me taste this possum. Now I assure you they've never had possum. I haven't had possum for years. I mean, years and years and years since I've eaten possum. I can't even really remember what it tastes like. I know it used to be, when we used to eat it was greasy. I remember that was greasy, but it didn't have a bad flavor from what I remember as a kid. But we used to eat them as kids because we didn't know better. It's just one of them things Mom cooked. We just had possum 2 or 3 times a year. Look at that. Now, if that wasn't possum, you'd look at that and go, man, that looks good. My friends, that's possum. So there's this mental thing you have to overcome when you're eating a possum, okay? It's nature's buzzard on 4 legs. That's what it is. And so possums eat all kinds of weird stuff. We know this. But not going to get into all that. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven. I've got it preheated 350 degrees. Got to cover this pan. I'm going to completely cover it too. Now I'm going to slide her in here. It is heated up really nice. There you go. Whoo! All right, possum's in the oven. We'll be back in about, it's going to be 2 hours here, but about 1 second right there, so stay there.
I only want to eat this. That's cool. I'm going to eat it a little bit.
Here we are sitting at a table. We have a pan here, as you just seen there, with baked possum and sweet potatoes. I'm just telling you. Now, it smells really good. Of course, sweet potatoes you know what sweet potatoes are, so they're going to probably be what they're going to be. But the possum's going to be a little bit different here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off some pieces of this possum here. Let it bake for almost 2 hours at 350 degrees. It's going to be semi-tender, probably not super tender, but it's going to be tender enough that we're going to be able to enjoy it. But I'm going to cut off some pieces here. I'm going to start out, I think I'll start out with Jackson being our taste tester, because Jackson is, he's the bravest one of all of us. And he'll try it here. I'm going to cut off a piece right here off this hind leg. Good hunk of meat right here, Jackson. Got a little bit of fat on it, but possum fat's okay. There you go. Now that's a piece of possum right there. Cool. Come on, Jackson. He is our first taster, and then I'll have Sawyer try it, and then Brindley.
That actually tastes pretty good.
It's not bad?
No, tastes like roast beef.
I'll be. Let me see if I can cut Sawyer off just a little piece. Sawyer is our pickiest eater in the family, I think.
Yep.
But he said he would try a little piece of this.
I like carrots. That's not those kind of carrots.
No, these are sweet potatoes. And I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to take off some of the fat for him, because he wouldn't like all that fat. There you go, Big Saw. You eat that piece, and you can drink all the chocolate milk you want. This will be his first time for this. Go ahead. He's investigating it. There you go, eat that piece. What do you think?
It is good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Well, look here. Hey, there's people watching you all over the world that want to know what you think of possum. What do you think of it?
It's good.
Is it really good?
Just
You got one more piece there if you want to eat it, okay?
Okay.
You can eat that last piece if you want it, okay? Let me give old Brindley here. One of my professional taste testers is Brindley. Sawyer's eating another piece. That's pretty cool. Way to go, Sawyer. And Jackson said it was pretty good, so that's pretty cool. Okay, Brindley, I got you a couple pieces here.
I don't like fat though.
That's just a little piece of fat on there. We won't taste it.
It's actually pretty big though.
I thought for sure it wasn't going to taste too good. I thought it was going to taste maybe, like, not bad, but okay. Kind of like the bobcat.
I really don't like that.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Really? Let me see if I can tear this leg
It
off.
don't really taste like roast beef to me.
Now I just tore that hind leg off there. I'm just going to take some pieces off of it. You know what? I don't remember possum tasting that good. That's really good.
Hey, you're eating the bone.
Sawyer ate 3 bites of possum. That's pretty good, buddy. Wow. Let's make rip his front leg off here for Jackson. This is how the Indians ate them. Pretty hot. That's how the Indians ate possum.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to take a sweet potato that's been cooked in possum juice and try it. You know what? Sweet potatoes are what they are. And this is, I ain't kidding you, these are delicious. Look at him going.
I want the same little piece.
It's really tough.
You want another little piece?
Yeah.
This part's really tough.
I'll give you this little piece right here, Saul, okay?
Oh.
Oh, there, sorry, missed your plate.
Oh,
You
yeah.
try this, Brindley?
Yeah.
That's just a pure piece of meat on the side right here. Let me try a piece of that too. This is just a flank right here I cut off.
Get it back here.
Much meat off of it.
I'm gonna stop here.
You're just watching us eat a possum, sweet potato, and possum dinner, folks. My wife Sandy's running the camera laughing at us. She has no desire to try this possum. I think she would be actually shocked, wouldn't she, Jackson? Possum and sweet potatoes from the Ozarks. And my friends, it was just pretty good eating. I can't believe it. There's quite a bit left here. We'll probably dig around on here, take some of the choice pieces out of it. Jackson's eating over there. He ate that whole hind leg. Now, how was that hind leg?
It's pretty good.
It's a little easier to eat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think if I do another possum, what I will do is do it like my mom used to do it. She'd boil it and then and then bake it. And I think that's the best thing you can do. It make it super tender and probably make it 10 times better if it's more tender. But overall, the flavor, we all agree, is pretty good. There you go. Thanks for watching this episode of Me and You Outside. I sure appreciate it. My family appreciates it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this video. Comment if you ever had possum, how you cooked it, what kind of thing. It's always interesting to me if you guys comment on stuff like that. I try my best to acknowledge your comments at least, and I appreciate that. But appreciate you watching. And my friends, wherever you're at in this world, have a good morning, a good day, and a good night. And I can assure you of one thing. What is that one thing I can assure them of, Jackson? One thing I can assure them of.
The next video is coming right around the corner.